It's the first day of the 2020-2021 Ligue 1 season. We kick off away at rivals Montpellier. It's a tasty one to start the season with as we look to build on last season's phenomenal second place finish and record points total. It's a Champions League season. It's going to be a big one. Also got some transfers to catch up on, as you would expect. So let's get to it. Hey guys, thank you very much for clicking play. Thank you for coming back to the save again. It's Gamer James here. It means the world that you've taken time out of your day to click play on this video. Thank you very much. If you do like it, remember to hit that little thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already, if you do enjoy what you see. So as I said in the intro, today it's the first day of the new season. We're away at Montpellier, which is a local rivalry. It's a big tasty rivalry as well, so it should be a really decent match. And yeah, I suppose before we get into that, we should look at who's come in and who's gone. So the first player to depart was Nicky Wells. He has gone to Valenciennes, so he stayed in France, but he didn't settle. He never complained, but he would never really forced his way into the reckoning for a regular spot. So he has gone to Valenciennes. We paid 725,000 for him, sold him for a 50,000 loss. So it's not the end of the world. It's a shame because I know especially Bood FM had him just hammering goals for Huddersfield, but he just never got the chance to do that for us. So we wish him a fond farewell. Also gone then is Juani Turbe. It was always on the cards that I was going to get rid of him. Pretty much had this done on day one of the transfer window. Same with Wells, to be fair. He has gone to Toulouse, so he stayed in Ligue 1. But we made a profit on him. We bought him for 2.2 million, had him for 2 seasons, sold him for 5.25. He is a good player, but he just fell down the pecking order. Juani Turbe wasn't the only right-sided inside forward that left. Florian Thauvin has gone as well. A little bit disappointed that we sold this guy because he was obviously French. He's one of the homegrown players. But do you know what? I think it was the right decision. Red Bull Leipzig came in and have taken him. Made a little bit of a loss, but we got 3 great seasons out of him. After we'd bought him, obviously at the start of the game, he's on loan from Newcastle. I can't remember. I think it's an automatic transfer. I think it's already in the game that he joins for 12.75 million. I don't think I arranged that. I think it was already done in game. So we've had 3 great seasons out of him. He's helped us out an awful lot. He's played really, really well for us across the 3 behind the striker. And we've got 11 million. So, you know, I'm happy with that. He's happy to have got a move, and we'll all move on. Another big player to go then is Ludwig Augustinsson. Only with us for a season. He was sharing the left back spot with Malik Ousfani, but Ousfani is my first choice really. Young player from Marseille, definitely gets the nod if I have to pick between the two. Inter Milan came in for Augustinsson. He made it clear that he wanted to go, so just had to bump the offer up as best we could. Got 10 million for him. Again, a bit disappointed because he's only 26. I didn't look to sell him. He wasn't on the list of potential players to go, but when the offer comes in, you just have to roll with it, I guess. Look at that. He's on £175,000 a week at Inter. Good luck to him. This one I am absolutely gutted about. Lucas Klosterman, an absolute beast of a defender. Again, another one that Bood has still got at Huddersfield. Mainly plays centre-back, I think, for Bood's Huddersfield team, but for me, he's generally played as a right-back. He's played 1 or 2 games as a centre-back, but right-back as a wing-back, he's been absolutely sensational. Phenomenal player, only 24. I'm absolutely gutted he's gone. He's only on €45,500 a week at Dortmund, which I find unbelievable. But they came in, and of course, you're going to choose Dortmund over Marseille, aren't you? Paid 20 million for him, got 20 million for him. We bought him for 10 million up front and 10 million in instalments. We sold him for 20 million cash with add-ons that take it up to nearly 30 million. So it's a good deal. Yeah, it is a shame. I didn't want to sell him. A bit like Augustinson, he wasn't on the list of people to go. I was building the defence around him, but again, not a lot you can do when a bigger club comes in. So that wraps up the big players who have left. Obviously, we've had quite a few go for, fringe players, reserve players, loans, and all that. But coming in, we've got this guy, Fresnel Kyaku. I think I showed you him at the end of last season. Really, really, really like the look of this kid. He's 2-footed, can play left back or right back. He's out on loan at Bezier, so he's got a season of first team football, hopefully to hopefully improve. And then, at 18 years of age, he'll be 19 next season, and yeah, we'll definitely be looking at bringing him into the first team squad. The next one is Malang Sarr. Again, I showed you him before. Left-footed centre-back. Bought him in anticipation of Eric Bailly going. Of course, you've probably gathered now that he hasn't gone. Real Madrid dropped their interest in him. So, yeah, but Malang Sarr, left-footed centre-back, which I don't think I had one before now. So, after Daria left. So, I'm really, really happy to have this kid in. Look at that, €22.5 million he's worth. So looks like he's worth every penny of the 17.5 million we spent to get him in. So this guy then, Tomas Andrade, Argentinian attacking midfielder. He's left-footed, so he is coming in to replace Tovan and Iturbe as an inside forward. If injuries and that dictate, then he can play in the attacking midfielder role as well. This was actually a director of football transfer. He came, I had a look at him and I thought, yeah, he looks decent. He's quick. He's pretty fit in terms of stamina. Good dribbler, good first touch, half decent long shots at 13 long shots. That's pretty good. Crossing was not great, but then he's an inside forward, not a winger, so not necessarily looking for him to ping a crossing, but his technique and his passing, his flair, his vision, his teamwork, all really good. I think he's going to be a star. We have signed him for just €8 million, and he is worth nearly, 2.5 times that, so absolutely delighted. I think my director of football has picked up an absolute gem. Next in then is Benjamin Stambouli. He's been immediately installed as captain because Klosterman has gone, and this guy just looks beastly. He's coming on a free. Again, he's French, so immediately that made me interested as I tried to build the French spine of the squad. He's already at his full ability. He's 30 years of age, so the experience will be essential. He's been at Montpellier, he's been at Paris Saint-Germain, he's been at Tottenham. We've got him on a Bosman from Schalke. Absolutely delighted to have this guy in. He looks like he is going to be quality midfielder. So with Augustinson going, we needed a left back to challenge Usfani, and we've brought in this guy, Faitu Mawasa. He comes in from Nancy. Quick, strong, decent crosser, decent at the tackling and the marking side of it. Looks like he could be really good. He's only 22, so he's a no-brainer. Work with him and he should become one of the best left backs in the game, I think. Bought him for $7.5 million. It's a little bit pricey, but he's young, he's French, and he does look really, really good already. And of course we needed a right back as well, so we brought in Angelo Fulgini. He has come in from Angers. He is an Ivory Coast international, but he has had his entire career in France at Angers and Valenciennes. So again, the homegrown side of things, he fits the bill beautifully. Pretty quick, strong, good tackler, decent dribbler and crosser. There's, he's only 23, so that he's one that looks like you can build those attributes up. He's only 3-star potential ability, but sometimes they're not that accurate, those stars. He could be a really, really good addition to the squad. He's come in for 7.5, as I say. He's possibly overpaid a tiny bit again, but we're quite desperate. We needed him. So this guy then, he is probably our marquee signing. I I went into the summer wanting a new goalkeeper. Asmir Begovic is, well, he was wanted for a start. He isn't at the minute. I did try and sell him, and he got unhappy, and he's still unhappy. But he's now my substitute keeper. Predrag Rajkovic comes in, 4-star goalkeeper, comes in from Everton. He just is going to be so much of a step up. He's only 24. I know a lot of people like him in this game. I know that he is going to be an absolute beast between the sticks. If he has a good season, it'll be interesting to see how long we can keep hold of him. We've paid 17 million euros for him, but he's worth every euro cent of that without question. He is just going to be a dominant goalkeeper. So these are the transfers in full, and we've spent 58 million euros. We've recouped 49.5 million euros. So we haven't done too bad. Quite low spending, and that's because the budget that was set was absolutely awful. We qualified for the Champions League, and they set the budget somewhere around about 27 million euros. I was quite shocked when I saw it, because I'm sure the season before we had over 50. So I was really disappointed with that. But you know, you've got to do what you've got to do. It possibly was because financially we'd run the club into the ground a little bit. But we've managed to bring it back up to 100% of transfer revenue is kept. So yeah, hopefully with Champions League money in January, they'll maybe give us a bit more to spend, because we're scraping at the barrel at the moment. So this is the schedule then. As you can see, we had a heck of a lot of friendlies, a busy summer. I didn't take control of any of them. I left them up to my assistant manager. We did all right. You can see all the results there if you want to pause and have a look at them in any detail. Tours of China and America, pre-season tournament, a game at Chelsea, a game against Boca. Yeah, and we're into Ligue and then against Montpellier. As I say, it's a local rivalry. If we have a look at the past meetings, we're slightly ahead on that. We've won 4 to their 3. Sorry, and there's been 2 draws. Obviously, I haven't been in charge for all of those because I only took over towards the end of season 1. So it's been a very even contest, I guess you could say, although we have scored an awful lot more goals than they have. So when we beat them, we really beat them. You can see we beat them in the League Cup 6-0 a couple of seasons ago. So yeah, we're ahead. We should be winning this game, really. Okay, so the lineup we're going with for the first game of the new season. Predrag Rajkovic makes his debut in goal. We've got Kevin Malqui at right back, Eric Bailly and Malang Sarr making his debut in the centre of defence, Malik Ousfani at left back, Thiago and Chochev in the centre of midfield, and then it's Memphis Depay, Andrea Pereira, Bertrand Traore, forgot his name for a second there, and Moussa Dembele up front. You will notice that Jordan Ayew is still at the club. No offers came in for him, and do you know what? I couldn't do it after all those goals he scored when Dembele was out injured. I just couldn't bring myself to sell him. In fact, I gave him a new contract. Okay, well the press think we're going to win. Quite surprised. I thought Montpellier might just have edged it as favourites, but yeah, we're set to win. Really excited to see the likes of Sarr and Rajkovic, see what they can do. We just calmly said, go on, show me what you can do. Just let's get the season get the season going, get an early few points on the board. We are away then at Montpellier. Obviously, you can see on the league table there's been a few games played already. Lyon and Paris Saint-Germain have won their games, so it would be brilliant to get a win over a rival to start the season. What a start that would be. Traore, he's kept that in. Wow, he kept that in really well. Put in a deep cross, headed away, but here's Ousfani. Chochev. Not a lot has happened in this game so far. Here's Traore though, and it's deflected, I think, and it's in. And we have the lead on 14 minutes with our first shot of the game. We'll see from here. I think it was deflected. Yes, it was. I think that was going wide. I'm surprised it's gone down as Traore's goal and not an own goal. Andreas Pereira could give us a quick second. His free kick off the wall. He will take the corner. Let's get a second. That would be fantastic. But their keeper, Lekhua, comes out and claims it. Pereira with a free kick here. That's a brilliant one, and that is a superb save from Lekhua. What a tip over the bar that was. Corner goes out. Oh, they read it. Laborde read that well. And Kalulu. What a tackle by Malqui. Had to get that right. He's been booked. But it's crossed all the way across the face of goal. Malqui across to Sarr. Forward to Thiago, and now Memphis. Usfani is on the overlap, but Memphis cuts inside and he's run off the ball easily. And Laborde. Come on, close him down. Here's Misijan. Come on, giving them too much space. Chochev gets in there with a great challenge, and Pereira to Memphis. Dembele's on the move. Play him in, play him in. Here is Dembele. Oh, it's a good save by Lekua. Traore keeps it in. Chochev will get us going again. Oh, it's cleared away. I'm delighted for Traore to have got the goal so far. He didn't get an awful lot of game time last season, and it was one of the reasons that I let Tovan and Iturbe go as well, because it gives Traore a chance to get some games, show us what he can do, because I do think he could be a really big player for us. Thiago has a long-range shot there, go wide via a deflection. So we have another corner. We've had quite a few today. This one's headed away and it's Malqui. Played forward to Chochev, but couldn't get it forward. Here's Bitante, then Di Gennaro, first time to Laborde. Laborde, not sure how you say that. Di Gennaro, Misijan, good hit, Rajkovic. It's the first save we've seen him really make. It's the first real highlight they've had with a shot. And he comes through the crowd and claims. Really excited about Rajkovic. I think he's an absolutely superb goalkeeper to have brought in. I don't know how long we'll be able to keep him at the club, but while he's here, he's going to be a legend. Bitante's in a bit of trouble with the ref, so they're having a cup of tea in the centre circle there, I think. They've finally decided to book him. And he will take this throw-in, but Thiago tries to lift it forward quick. Memphis picks up the clearance. Now Pereira and Chochev. Second goal now would be fantastic. Usfani. Memphis never looks for the overlap. That's one thing about him. He cuts inside, but he never looks. The amount of times Usfani runs up that left wing for no reason, because he just doesn't look for him. Here's Traore and Thiago and Pereira and Dembele, and 3 points for England, I think, that one. Malqui with the throw. Comes to Thiago. Dembele, he went for goal. It's deflected. If that's the point of this highlight, I'll be surprised. Surely something's got to happen from this corner. In it goes. Dembele's beaten in the air, but it's Memphis. Thiago. Andreas Pereira. He's run off the ball by Misijan. Are they going to launch a counter? It's a raking pass forward, but Sarr cuts it out. So we're going to get to half-time here then at 1-0. This would be an amazing win. I would take 1-0 right now if you give it me. We are playing really, really well, so we are just going to give them a little bit of encouragement. Tell them there's still room for improvement, because we are doing exceptionally well at the minute, because it's a tough, tough place to come, is Montpellier, and get a result. So I would be over the moon with 3 points here. And Dembele's away straight away. Can we get an early goal? Orban's brought him down. It's going to be a free kick, which Pereira will take. He will. Clips it in, looking for Bai, and it's headed away. Malang Sarr takes this free kick. Here's Traore. And he's done a Memphis there and just cut inside blindly and not looked for the overlap pass. But Thiago's worked back really well there. Won it back for us. Only for Pereira to give it away. And here's Barco and Laborde. And it's 1-1. And we had Eric Bai on stopper tactic again. And we've been made to pay. Because he came out to the ball. Left oceans of space. So I have just checked the tactics. Eric Bai is not set to be a stopper. Oh, Thiago. Great save. Yeah, Eric Bai is set to defend. Both centre-backs are set to defend. So why he came rushing out there to leave that massive gap in behind him, I have no idea. But that goal has certainly given Montpellier a little bit of wind in their sails as they come looking for a quick fire second. Here's Bitante. Pulled across, and Malang Sarr, great positioning. So we're just past the hour mark. Dembele could be in here. It's a great save. That is a really good chance. You would expect Dembele to put that one away. We have made a couple of changes. Stambouli's come on for his debut. Bruno Fernandes has come on as well, so it's Chef and Thiago that have gone off just to see if we can just assert a little bit of authority over them in midfield. But they're coming away here. Bruno Fernandes, though, worked back brilliantly there, didn't he? That is superb work from him. It's becoming a frustrating game now, this one. Here's Traore. I think I'll probably give Andrade a debut in the final substitution. See what we can do here, though. Malqui, good ball. Dembele out wide on the right. Back to Traore, and he's curled it just wide. Here's Stambouli looking for Dembele. It's cut out well. So Thomas Andrade has come on for Traore. We've passionately encouraged them and hope that in the last 20 minutes we can get the winner. I mean, a draw here, any point in the season you would take a draw at Montpellier, to be fair. They're always up and around the European spots. So it's a hard game to start the season with, but we would really, really hope to come away with the 3 points. Here's Pereira, forward for Dembele. He's just flicked it onto Andrade. It's back with Dembele, and it's in! Oh, we scored. 10 minutes to go, and Moussa Dembele, the 100th league goal of his career. I think he's on around about 90 goals in all competitions for us. I think that one took a deflection as well, looking at that. It certainly looked it in the original shot. But that is a huge, huge goal. Great to have Moussa Dembele on the score sheet, first game of the season. And here he is, picking up on a loose clearance. Stambouli and Andrade. And Stambouli's in for a debut goal! And we brought him in as a box-to-box midfielder, and that is why. That is brilliant, brilliant, brilliant play. Andrade to Stambouli, and the two debutants combine to probably, hopefully, put this one to bed. And all of a sudden, we seem rampant. Here's Memphis. Oh, he's gone for goal. I don't know what happened there. It seemed tame as anything, but he's gone for the corner. Pereira will take. It's headed away. But they seem to have... Oh, great little backhead from Dembele. But on the last couple of attacks, they seem to have pushed everyone forward. You can see that they're only leaving their centre-backs back. So when we get the ball, it is just the Alamo. I mean, we can just go at them. Here's Bentivegna and Hanvier. Can they get themselves back into it? If they do, the roadblock will be coming out. Here's Bitante, and he has fired that aimlessly across goal. Pereira will take this free kick from deep. It's a decent delivery. It's headed away, but Memphis has it. Tries to pull it back in. So what was looking like it could be a frustrating game has turned into a very, very satisfying game. We're going to win this one 3-1. We've got seconds left. We're just knocking it around beautifully now. And the phenomenal form from the end of last season continues this. We win 3-1 at Montpellier. An absolutely brilliant victory. Passionately tell them that was a good win. It was a good performance, but the result is all that matters there. You can see from the player ratings it wasn't a stellar performance, but I am so happy with those points. Okay, so that's the end of the first video for this series. A brilliant 3-1 win against Montpellier. We've now got games against Stade de Reims, Angers and Stade Rennais. So there is a possibility that we could be 4 wins from 4. I mean, that's what I'm aiming for, without question. I mean, the hardest one out of those 4 was that Montpellier one on paper. So I fully expect to be 4 from 4 when I come back for the next video, which will be our first Champions League group match. That will be the next video in this series. So we'll do 3 off camera, and then we'll come back and show you who we got and play that first match. So thank you very much for watching, guys. If you're still watching up till now, you're a hero. Leave a like if you like the video. Subscribe if you're new and if you haven't already. And come on the journey this season. How far can we get in the Champions League? Let me know what you think our chances are before you see the group. Because your opinion might change when you see the group. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, guys. Have a great day. Have a great few days until the next video. I'll see you soon. Cheers.